Welcome to the Richat Structure, the legendary site hiding Plato's lost ancient city.
Deep in Mauritania, an enormous geological formation looks almost impossible to explain. This is the Richat Structure, a vast geological formation carved into the heart of the Sahara.
Look closely at the Sahara Desert from space, and a shocking geological anomaly appears.
Nearly 50 kilometers across, the formation is so immense that its full shape becomes clear from space. From above, its enormous rings seem almost engineered, but their origin is entirely geological.
And yet, these rings have inspired a remarkable question. Could this be Atlantis? The Atlantis story begins not in the Sahara, but in the writings of the Greek philosopher Plato.
Plato described Atlantis as a powerful island civilization, arranged in vast circular rings of land and water.
That description sounds remarkably familiar. Concentric rings, rising from an extraordinary landscape.
But resemblance alone proves nothing. The first question is simple. What actually formed these rings?
Beneath those rings lies a vast geological dome, shaped by forces far older than human civilization.
Over immense spans of time, erosion exposed stronger and weaker rocks in contrasting circular layers.
Different rocks resisted erosion differently, creating the alternating ridges and valleys we see today.
Now we return to Plato and examine what he actually said about Atlantis, beyond the modern legend.
Plato described Atlantis with alternating rings of land and water, surrounding a central island.
At the center, Plato placed the city on an island, surrounded.
But here, the comparison begins to weaken. The Richat's rings are rock, not concentric waterways. Plato placed Atlantis beyond the Pillars of Heracles, traditionally identified with the Strait of Gibraltar.
But the Sahara itself was once greener, wetter, and home to people, long before today's desert formed.
Ancient people crossed this changing Sahara, but evidence of a great city here remains elusive.
Could ancient water have reached the eye? That question takes us beneath the desert and into its geological past.
The rocks beneath the eye preserve the strongest clues to how this extraordinary landscape was actually formed.
Could an impact from space explain the eye? Scientists have tested that possibility, and the rocks tell a different story.
Another possibility was volcanic activity, but the evidence points toward a far more unusual geological process. Beneath the rings, an ancient dome rose upward. Then erosion slowly exposed its hidden architecture.
Yet the mystery survives. Could Plato's Atlantis have inspired a story resembling this extraordinary natural formation? But extraordinary claims require evidence, and so far, no confirmed ruins of Atlantis have been found here.
The evidence is striking, but science finds no credible proof that the Eye of the Sahara was Atlantis.
Atlantis remains unproven, but the Eye of the Sahara proves that reality can be stranger than legend.
The Eye is not Atlantis, but its real geological story may be even more extraordinary than the legend.
From space, the Eye reveals its greatest secret. Nature itself can create landscapes that resemble impossible worlds.
Subscribe to GeoDiscovery to uncover more hidden secrets of our ancient world.